just going to show this 1 minute of this clip. Check this, family, check out this clip. Well, let me just say that I only did a minute of that clip because the profanity that these police officers use, the profanity that they use, the death cries that you heard, that was death cries. If you don't understand that, then you've got no humanity. They can give it to us, right?
Well, you know, this is the problem, you know, that, you know, this type of things it's all of, you follow the money, you find the corruption.
There you go.
This is what's happening. And this is what Mr. Burns have exposed in his blog talk, that, you know, featuring these people that are sitting on this Louisiana commission that have been appointed by the governor. And the reason why the governor, you know, is like what Mr. Gary Chambers just said, you know, what is going on? What's really going on? And Robert, would you speak to that? Would you speak to the fact that, you know, we got corrupt people sitting on this commission that you have exposed that should not be on there, period?
I'm certainly willing to do that, and you're correct. And I've attended virtually every meeting for the last 4.5 years and have videotaped it. From the time I arrived, well, thank you. From the time I arrived, there was controversy about when you sit on the State Police Commission, you're supposed to be prohibited from making political contributions. The reality is 3 members were having to be removed as I showed up, and it has continued. And it's clear, in my opinion, and Ms. Belinda was correct, every position except one is appointed by the governor, and they're basically just puppets. And they weren't following the Constitution. For the appointments, you're supposed to get letters from 6 different college presidents. That wasn't being done. Now, I'm not going to blame that exclusively on John Bell Edwards. It was being done by Bobby Jindal before him, too. But nevertheless, you know, it was just, and I'm just going to be blunt with you. When I first showed up, that entire, with the exception of one member who quickly resigned because he saw what was going on and said, I can't deal with this. And that was a huge loss when they lost him. But with the exception of that, the current colonel of state police, who was then Mike Edmondson, that's 2 colonels ago, he literally controlled it. I mean, every member up there, whatever he wanted, he got. And I don't know how to make it any simpler, because the whole body is controlled by the Louisiana State Troopers Association. And that body is not supposed to make political contributions either. However, I will tell you that they are presently suing the State Police Commission in order to be able to make political contributions. They did make them back in the governor's race. They got fined $5,000, but, you know, boy, that's really going to be a big hindrance, isn't it? But it's a political deal. It's that simple. I mean, Gary Chambers summed it up quite well as far as the legislature, and you could take the same words and take it over to the police commission, be even more applicable.
Oh, you can take those same words and bring them right here to Delaware. You can take those same words, bring them to New Jersey, because it's the same thing all over.
Before we move on, that's what I don't understand, especially about the politicians of Louisiana. This green with the videos is a no-brainer. It's a murder that is videotaped. I mean, for our politicians, there is no risk in coming out. This is a murder on tape that you have seen. Yet they have, besides for Congressman Green in Louisiana, the Congress, where are the local officials? I mean, this is not hard for them. You see the murder, you see the cover up. Yet where are they? I mean, I told Mr. King, I get up and walk out of church when these
yes, you did.
I do. Because listen, I don't need you to show up when everything's okay and you want my vote. Listen, where were you? Where were you at these rallies? I mean, we gave you a no controversial brainer. A police murdered this man and it was covered up. Here's the video. Here's all the evidence. And yet they still have their head in the sand. They will not show up on something that this egregious that is right in front of them. Where are they? So if you're not here now, then I would tell them, don't come here later. And yes, I'm sorry, but I love black politicians. I'm happy we ascended to that height. But I'd rather vote for a white politician who gets something done than a black politician who just has a black face.